Welcome, everyone, to another episode of PC Building Simulator. In the last episode, we were going to start building a couple of PCs, and that episode was getting long and just ran out of time. But this episode, we are going to try to build this $1,280 Feudal Fantasy 13 PC, as well as this Adobe Photoshop CC PC. Ordered all the parts in the last episode, so it shouldn't take us too long to put them together, test them, and get them out the door. We also got some emails in, so we'll go through those real quick right now. And then we will get started building. So, hi, there's something wrong with my PC. It's not immediately obvious what's gone wrong. You'll have to do some digging. The computer starts booting and then just shuts back down right away. Intel components are meant to be the bomb. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? So, diagnose and fix. We will go ahead and accept that. There we go. New build needed. You work with computers, right? I need a new PC. Can you help? This part is important. I need to benchmark at least 5568. Can you install an AIO water cooler in it? My brother has NZXT in his PC and says they are the best. I really need this done quickly. So a budget of $1,755. So we'll accept that one. My friend said you work with computers. There's something wrong with my PC. It's a bit of a mystery. Can you figure out what's wrong? I can hear the fans going when I turn the power on, but nothing else happens. Have you got any ideas what might be wrong? The fan seems to be working harder than normal. My son is always going on about 3D Mark. What is that? Intel components are meant to be the bomb. Regards, Jane. So diagnose and fix. So we will accept that one. So we're done with all of that. Let's start building these PCs. Let's get actual Andrew over here. And technical K over here. Let's see if I remember which one of these goes to which person. I think this one was for actual Andrew, but he's over here. I can pick this one up, please. Thank you. So hopefully this is right. Don't think I'll have a problem with the rest of the parts. So let's get started on the Photoshop one. Go ahead and get this side panel taken off. I think we're putting an AIO in this. I think I'm putting an AIO in this, so I'm going to go ahead and take everything off here. Okay. So this guy said he was an Intel fanboy, if I remember right. This would be the only motherboard that would go along with that, because the other one is for AMD. Let's get his CPU. I think it was an i5. It was an i5 6400. Let's see. I do remember this RAM. The DFL motivator. We had 2 sticks of that. We'll get that put in. Let's go ahead and get our thermal paste on. And we'll get our cooler. I think it was this 120. We not mount it to the... There we go. Oh, it won't mount there. Well, we'll try it down lower. Okay. I wonder if I should have gotten an intake fan. Actually, let's take this top mount. And let's actually install this on the top. So let's get some more thermal paste on there. What am I looking for? CPU cooling. I thought it would install up top. I thought I had done that before with a 120. Well, that was a waste of time. We'll just put it back down here. We'll put the other fan back on the top. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is an extreme gaming rig, so the warm air isn't really going to be an issue. I generally prefer positive case pressure, but this isn't real life, it's just a game. So let's get this off of here. And I think we were putting a 1060 in here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we're putting this 1066 gig. Let's get our power supply. Yeah, we gotta take this ring off. Now we'll get it in. They really need to fix this game mechanic. It just doesn't physically make any sense. Put screws into the power supply, then put the mounting ring on, and then put more screws in. Couldn't get these tabs past these screws if they were pre-installed. Anyway, I digress. Let's get our... Ooh. Oh, I've got two of the same SSDs. Let's get the SSD on here. And I know this was a 2 terabyte. And I think we can start cabling it up. Oh, we get the plant fans hooked up. Motherboard plugged in. Get our cooler. Graphics card. SSD. That'll work. Okay. Let's get this all plugged in and we can test it and make sure it works. Oh, forgot to put the USB drive in. Let's power cycle it real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting some case parts back on because I think we're going to be good. Let's get the PCI lock on here. Looks like we're good to go. So I'm just going to finish putting this case back together. And then we can get this one out in the hall. Off our bench. Perfect. Oops. That's what I meant to hit. Power it down. Let's get it out in the hall. And let's go ahead. Let's collect our money for that one. Okay. Well, let's get the side off of this case. Actually, let's just go ahead and remove everything. Get both the sides and the front off. Let's get this case fan out. And hopefully we can mount a radiator up front. I think we can. It looks like you can mount a triple rad. So let's get the motherboard in. Let's see if everything mounts up the way I'd planned on it. Get all these screws in. Okay. Let's see what we were putting in here. Ooh, was it the Ryzen 5 1600? I think it was. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's take a look at RAM. Don't know if it was the white or the red, or I guess that's silver. Let's go with the silver, because it matches that Aorus board a little bit better. Let's go ahead and take this PCI lock off. We're going to need access there soon. Let's get some thermal paste. And our cooler. Do we want to mount it high or low? Let's mount it high. Get this screwed in. Let's put that fan back in. Whoops. That we took out. I think it'll mount here. And then it'll just be used to cool the hard drives in the bay down there. What did we have for a graphics card? I think it was the R9 280. So let's get these out of here. And we'll put R9 280 in. Let's get our hard drive and SSD installed. That's an interesting way to install. Okay. Let's get our power supply. And we'll screw that down. And then I'm going to go look and make sure they didn't want any special colored stuff. I don't see anything. Maybe we'll do white. Oops. It's cable. Let's do the loose plastic, plain white. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'll get the cooler plugged in. The fans all hooked up. Let's get the SSD. Oh, that goes to the power supply. Let's plug up the hard drive. And we'll go ahead and wire up the back. That fan might look weird. It mounts from the front, not the back. I don't know. Let's see if this starts up, and then we'll take a look and see what that looks like. I'm not sure I'm going to like that there. Oh, let's see if she powers on. Okay. So that fan lights up. Let's put the front panel on and see if it really makes a difference. Not really. Because I think you're meant to see it through the front. Did the PC just turn off? Oh, that was weird. Huh. Actually, I do need to go into the BIOS, because I forgot to check and make sure that the RAM is running at the proper speed. I think it is. Oh no, it's not, because I think it was 3000. So 2933 is close enough. Perfect. Now we'll get the... Oh, actually, let's do the PCI lock. Man, that fan is RGB and it's going crazy. But you can't see it from the front, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I probably should have put it in the back. You know what? Let's take the front of this case off. Let's put this fan... Put this fan in the back. We'll put this one because it doesn't light up. We'll put that one in the front because it won't matter. And then it'll make the whole light up thing worth it. Let's put that back here. Let's cable that up. And then let's put this one down here. Okay, now let's put the front panel on. Did this dust filter come out of this? Oh, it won't let me install the dust filter now. Is that going to cause a problem? Okay. Let's get the side panel on. Let's get this one on. I'll have to reboot it again. Yeah, I think I like that better with the RGB fan in the back. At least it makes sense. Okay. Missing cables. Did I not hook up the front fan? Man, I'm just messing up this build right and left. So, yep, I forgot to plug in the front fan. There we go. Now we got to boot it up again. Now we'll get the side panel on. There we go. Now we can get it out of here. Okay, let's power it down for the last time and let's go put it out in the hall. Now let's collect our money. Got some new parts available. I don't even know what that is. So in the next episode, let's see, that's a 5-star. So in the next episode, we'll get to these 3. So that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this content as soon as it goes live, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it to get notified as soon as the next video goes live. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.